Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to still have you with me. Today we'll be looking at the exercise we have on the display, and I hope you learn one or two things as we dive in right away. I'm going to take a rectangle tool. I want to start from origin 0 0, then the length will be 129.6 while the height is sorry about that. Okay, probably I'm take our dimensional constraint linear from here to here. I want it to be 129.6 while the vertical here and here I want it to be 91.8. okay. From here to here, pull the line 91.8, enter. So I use my dimensional constraint equals to this and this are equal. Okay. This geometric constraint, this and this are equal. Then parallel, geometric constraint parallel, geometric constraint parallel. This is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. Okay, geometric constraint equal. Okay, and this is equals to this. So our shape is fully constrained and we don't have any reason why it should move anymore. So with that I can hide all the constraint. So I want to take a line and draw on a line at the midpoint of this rectangle. Enter. There's a reference line, so I'm going to make it a red. Change the color to red, and I want it to be fixed. And likewise, want it to be fixed, and I also want it to be vertical. Okay, fixed and vertical. So I'll take this shape here, draw another rectangle here, dimensional constraint linear. So take this and this should be 62.1, 2.1, and then geometric constraint equal. This and this are equal. Then geometric constraint parallel. Okay, let me geometric constraint equal. Still use that. This and this are equal. Geometric constraint parallel. This and this are parallel. Geometric constraint parallel. This and this are equally parallel. So with that I use geometric constraint symmetric. So I want this and this to be symmetric to this. Okay, then geometric constraint vertical. From here to this side here I want it to be 18. To be 18, which is this 18. Have we done that? Let's hide our constraint one more time. Hide all. So we have this done, so we can trim the upper section, which we don't need anymore. We can trim this, we trim this. So now I want us to draw the circle, this circle, this circle, and this circle before we talk about the angle. Now I take a circle tool. I draw a circle of radius 10.8 this circle here, then another circle of diameter 27. Okay, then geometric constraint concentric or coincidence work together the same. Okay, two of them will always move together. Then geometric constraint radii, I don't want the shape to change for any reason, so I'll fully constrain it. Then geometric constraint is dimensional constraint diameter. Then the outer one should be 27. Okay, now dimensional constraint vertical. Now we have this dimension stated here from up here. So from this point to this point should be 36.9. 6.9. So, but we don't know the distance to the center of the board. The only thing we have is here and here to fall in line with this center of this circle too. So that's what we assume and make use of. So we take the other circle that is up here, we draw it 4.5, enter. Then dimensional constraint radii, pick this 4.5, make sure it is constrained, doesn't shift. Now from the upper side to this point we have 10.75, so dimensional constraint vertical. We'll pick this upper side to this guy here, this circle, and we have 10.73, enter. Now we don't know the distance from the edge or distance to the center, but the only thing we know is we have two of it, one here, and they are symmetric with each one this distance apart, but they are symmetric in the center line here. So what I will do is I'll select them, then I will mirror along this axis, mirror here, press enter, have it like this. Now let me hide the constraints too. Hide constraint, hide constraint. So now what we know is from this distance to this distance is 81. So that's what we're going to do. Dimension constraint horizontal. Okay, this and this is 81. Okay, then repeat the same thing. This and this is also 81. Okay, now use our geometric constraint symmetric. So this and this should be symmetric along this line. We press enter to repeat it. This and this will be symmetric along this line. Now if you don't constrain this properly, you see them, all of them will be shaking from one place to the other, moving from one place to the other. That's why we have to fully constrain them. So we're going to draw this circle, don't forget, is in line with this and also at the center of this line. So we're going to use our E-track here so that we can track to the point where it meets this. And our radius is 17.55. That's the first circle. Press enter to repeat the circle. The second circle is of diameter 21.6. Press enter. Then the third circle is of radius 24.3. Okay, so our shape is gradually taking shape. You can constrain dimensional constraint and radii, that we are sure nothing is changing. Okay, press enter again. Oh yes, this one is not changing. So dimensional constraint diameter. So this last one is the diameter of 26.1, enter. So we can hide all our constraint again. Hide all our constraint again. So right now what we need to do, trim. So we trim this, trim this, trim this, trim this, and our shape is taking place. So what next do we need to do? We need to curve this side. You can use a circle, but the fastest way is to use what is called fillet, and the fillet is 15. Now in the fillet, if you look at the command, we have multiple poly and radius. So the first thing we're going to set the radius, and that radius is 15. Okay, now we have to do more than one item, so we'll enter M for multiple. Put here, here. Okay. And here comes the last one. Okay. So these are our two perfectly drawn. You may decide to check the way we normally check after our drawing, but I will save time with that. So like and subscribe to our channel if you like what we are doing. See you in the next exercise.